What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's YouTube video. Before we dive into the video, I want to share with you my goal this year to hit 10,000 subscribers. So if you find today's video useful, you can help me out by just hitting that red subscribe button to get us one step closer to the goal of reaching 10,000 subscribers. I can't do it without you guys, so I'm trying to put out as much great content as I can each week for you in exchange for getting you to subscribe to the channel. So with that being said, help us reach our goal, and now let's go ahead and dive into today's video. In this video, I'm excited to share with you several tips on how to write amazing board descriptions on Pinterest so that you can get your boards found in the Pinterest search results as well as out on Google in the Google search results. So having great board descriptions is going to help more of your pins get found, so you're going to get more clicks, more views to your pins, and ultimately this can lead to more email signups as well as more sales on your website or your e-commerce store. So starting off, some of the basics about board descriptions. Well, you get up to 500 characters to write your board description. So this is enough space to write a decent paragraph describing what your board is about and what topics you're covering in that particular board. So on my profile, I usually set up different boards for different subtopics within a main topic. So with the golf niche, for example, since I'm in the golf space, I created subtopic boards like the golf swing, putting, chipping, golf workouts, golf equipment, accessories, golf drills. So I broke it down into these different subtopics so that I can give each board specific content to focus on. So think about your niche or your industry that you're in. How could you break down different boards on your profile to cover different topics? Then within each board, we're going to write the board description, sharing what that particular board is covering. This will give users an idea of who this board serves best. What type of audience is it for? What kind of interests are going to be covered in this board? That way people know whether they should stick around and give the board a follow or whether they should keep looking. And most importantly, it helps tell Pinterest what the board is about so Pinterest can better display your pins out in the search results. So since Pinterest is going to be scanning our board description, we want to make sure we're using relevant keywords in the board description. That way Pinterest can read these keywords and understand that, hey, this board is about golf swing, for example, or golf chipping tips, for example. So using these relevant keywords, that's going to give a clear signal to Pinterest so they can have more data and better serve your audience. So here's a 3-step formula. Start off writing in some of the main keywords that you're going to be covering in that particular board, but do it in a natural sentence or a natural flow. So you're not just putting in keywords, you're instead writing out physical sentences that use these keywords within the sentence. You also want to be writing in a way that explains why someone should care and want to follow this board. So it's kind of your chance to give like a sales pitch of who this board is for and why they should follow it. And then you want to share what you'll learn by following this board. So share different keywords here of different things that they're going to be learning. So let's hop over to my computer screen now, and I'm going to show you an example board description that I'm going to write from scratch regarding one of my golf boards. All right, so I just created a new board called Golf Tips for College Students. So I'm going to go ahead and start off including my brand name in the first sentence that I write so that people get some credibility behind the board, that it's got an established brand, and they can learn more about my website. All right, so let's go ahead and type this out. So this board shares the best golf tips from golfpracticeguides.com, covering all kinds of golf topics from chipping to putting to the golf swing to help you learn how to hit the ball straighter and hit the golf ball farther. We even cover golf fitness tips as well. Please share our pins that you find most helpful to you so others can learn more about the sport of golf too. All right, so that would be just an example description. So I use some different keywords here, but first, starting off in the first sentence, I brought up my website URL so they can check it out. It talks about my brand, Golf Practice Guides, so it gives some credibility to the board that it's coming from someone with experience, with a company behind it. And then we go into some different keywords. So I use the word best golf tips. I use the word golf swing. We use chipping, putting, hit the ball straighter, hit the ball farther, golf fitness tips. So these are different phrases that people are going to be searching out on the search results. I can also think of some additional keywords that we can add at the end here. So for example, I could just type in golf tips for beginners, golf tips for advanced golfers, to try to mix it up. And each time I'm putting like a little line or a bar here to kind of space these out a little bit. So let's just type in best golf swing tips to hit long drives. So these are considered short and long tail keywords. The longer your keyword gets, like this one, best golf swing tips to hit long drives, the more specific you're targeting. But in the meantime, we also had some short keywords as well in here, like the word golf swing, that's only 2 words. And fitness tips or golf fitness tips, that's only 3 words. But then down here, I'm putting in some longer ones that are 4, 5, 6 words long, so we can target a variety of keywords. So when we're all said and done, we're just going to click on done. It's going to save that description to our board, and we can take a look at how it looks out here on our board. And one of the final things I want to point out is you noticed at the end here, I mentioned a call to action. So I said, please share our pins that you find most helpful so others can learn more about the sport of golf too. So giving them a call to action, this helps add some kind of, response to your board, whether it's, hey, click on my pins or check out my pins, or in this case, share our pins, so that you're trying to get people to promote your pins for you and get some social engagement going on your pins for this board. And that's going to help boost your pins in the search results by giving them a higher quality score. And it's going to help your board, as your board's going to get a higher quality score as well. So now your board's got a better chance of ranking in search on both Pinterest and on Google. So those are the 3 important things to remember. Number 1, put your brand in the first sentence. Use different keywords throughout. Make sure you use up a good amount of characters. You get up to 500 characters, so you might as well use as much of that as you can. And then lastly, give a call to action somewhere in your board description. And if you want to sprinkle in some keywords at the end, separated by these little lines, you can do so as well. All right, since you made it all the way through today's YouTube video, I want to share with you an important resource I put together regarding Pinterest. So it's called Pinterest for Business. It's updated every month, so there's going to be new content coming into this resource library. You can scroll down the page here and you can read through all the sales copy, but I'm not really a salesman. All I care about doing is putting out the best videos that I can put out for you so you can help teach yourself how to use Pinterest using these training videos. So you're going to get a lot of cool worksheets, different checklists that I start you off with, and a free month of Tailwind. We're also going to go into a lot of the beginner steps starting out, but we're going to get more advanced as well, like how to use your business account to sell things on, Etsy or your website, or build an email list. I'm going to go over the Pinterest algorithm, how it works, so you can learn how to get more pins to stand out on Pinterest so that you can get more clicks to your website, to your blog, to your products. We're going to talk about the secrets to creating viral content on Pinterest. I've got a viral pin checklist you can check out here as well. And then we're going to get into the automation aspect so you can set up scheduling pins with Tailwind to save yourself a ton of time, as well as how to, manually pin still to get some benefit from manual pinning. So overall, there's all kinds of modules here inside of this course that you can use to better your Pinterest knowledge and, help your business out and get better at marketing on Pinterest. So again, we're adding videos every single month. So this library of videos is only going to get bigger and bigger. And the price is going to go up with time as well because, the more content we fill it up with, the more we're going to need to start charging. And so with that being said, go ahead and get the early bird pricing today. You can check out the link below in this YouTube video, or you can go to asknickfoy.teachable.com and just look for this Pinterest for Business course. I also have some other courses, so try to scroll through them and find the one for Pinterest.